What's up, guys? It's Rip City Rundown, and the Portland Trail Blazers were 4-0 for the first time since the 1999 season, something I was not expecting coming into this season. Got a lot to talk about. The Blazers caught some insane fire in that third quarter. Ended up being a 25-point blowout win against a team that I would say has Western Conference finals expectations, I would say. So I don't even know where to start. Like, what are your first reactions to that game?
Well, first of all, Anfernee Simons fixed his shooting slumps, we can say, with an absolute insane third quarter. I mean, it was honestly like Klay Thompson-esque. Remember the Klay Thompson third quarter? Obviously, wasn't maybe that great, but
I don't know if I've seen someone hit six in live action. I don't think I've seen someone hit 6 threes in a row like that. Absurd.
I mean, we were FaceTiming and we just are like, there's no way he hits this one. Oh, he hit it. There's no way he hits this one. Oh, he hit it. Oh, he's doing it again. Cash. Anfernee Simons, quick little stat update. 29 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds, 7 of 12 from downtown. Jeremy Grant, 21. Great performance for Jeremy Grant. And Damian Lillard. The quietest 31 you've ever seen. To lead
even his 40 pieces the last two nights.
To lead scores. That just shows how great Dame is he's, it just seemed like he just never was going off, and he still scores 31 with ease. It's just amazing. This team, everything this team touches is gold right now, and I don't know how to feel.
Yeah, let's talk that backcourt performance, because it was Dame in the first half. I think he had 19 first half points or something like that. Then Simon scores 22 of his 29 in the third quarter, and everyone's talking. You got LeBron tweeting Anfernee Simons is on fire. He spelled it wrong. Come on, bro. That's tough. But Simons finally broke out of his shooting slump. That was 3 games, so can we really call it a slump? And he silenced everybody, and the Blazers are now 4-0 for the first time since 1999. The only 4-0 team in the league. Still one more undefeated team, but it's the Bucks. They've only played 2 games, but dominating second half.
I mean, the 2 keys to the game, in my opinion, as we talked about before the game, was Anfernee Simons needed to snap out of it, and the Blazers needed to limit Jokic somehow, some way, and they did just that. Jokic had the weirdest stat line tonight. He had 9 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists. He almost had a triple-double, and he played pretty terrible for Jokic
only took
standards.
4 shots. Took 4 shots.
That's insane.
Hey,
are we shouting out Nurkic here?
I was gonna say, I'm giving a shout out to Nurkic tonight. He even had a pretty good offensive game. Shooting wise, he couldn't find anything in the first quarter. Like, everything was rolling out. I think he started 0 for 6, but he ends up with 13 points, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists. So he was stuffing the stat sheet all night. He always gets up to play Jokic. So I was honestly expecting a solid game from Nurkic, but I was not expecting him to slow down Jokic that much. And let's give a shout out to Drew Eubanks, because he had some Jokic assignment minutes as well, I think in the second quarter, maybe a little third quarter. So the center tandem is proving to be better than expected.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we could arguably say everything is better than expected right now. It's insane. I'm trying to process and give good analysis, but I'm just super excited for this team right now. And obviously, I think right now, obviously, I think Drew Eubanks is the best backup center in the league, and we know that's not the case. But I'm like, this dude had 4 and 2, and I'm like, this guy's insane. And I just don't know. It's awesome this year with 11, Shaden with 11, Nurkic, like we said, 13, Josh Hart only 6, 11 rebounds again. Josh Hart had a sequence where he leapt over Aaron Gordon to grab a defensive rebound, and then in the same play runs down, finds Nurkic for a pass. Nurkic misses an easy bunny. Josh Hart tips it in. I mean, Josh Hart.
He's the glue.
He's got heart, boys. I love Josh Hart.
Yeah, there were a lot of fun moments for tonight that I want to show real quick. You got Chauncey Billups saying "ball don't lie" after Murray missed 2 free throws. You got him absolutely just flexing after Simons hit, I don't know if it was his 5th or 6th 3 of the quarter. Gosh. What else was there? Oh, the reaction to Simons from the bench. Drew Eubanks absolutely just screaming his face off. It was a fun night, and more than ever, I'm just so happy that these performances, the 2 best games of the season, well, the Lakers game was pretty good, but we've had 2 really fun games at Moda, and after last year, the fans deserve it.
I mean, we've had 2 fun games at Moda. We're 4 for 4 in wins and in just entertainment value. I mean, this has been I'm not gonna
I
call
didn't
it a
come
dream season, but
we didn't
like
come into this
it's
season thinking that we were going to be making post game videos after every game, but every single game there's been something to talk about that we have had to.
I
So
mean, it's extraordinary the way this team is playing right now, and obviously you can't go 82 now. There's going to be tough stretches in this season. It's a long one,
mhm.
but we're winning close games. We just blew out the Nuggets. The Nuggets are a good team.
And the Nuggets with Aaron Gordon shooting 12 of 16. I didn't even realize that.
12 of
He had
16.
26. He was really their only starter that came to play. We shut Jamal Murray started off hot, shut him down the rest of the game, only ended up 3 of 12.
Mm,
Michael Porter Jr., 7 of 14, a good game, but nothing crazy. I mean, they scored 110 points, and I felt like they couldn't miss in the first quarter and a half. So,
yeah, yeah.
again, the
Mm.
defense locking down the second half.
All right, give me your. Obviously, we know you're gonna pick who's the player of the game.
Player of the game is Simons, and it's not just because his stats like say he probably
Anfernee.
could be, but like the game changed when he obviously the game changed when he hit those 6 threes. But once that ended, we had our 15-point lead and we never relinquished it. It was a close
Yeah.
game the whole time. We had to come back even. So I was just waiting for that Simons moment to happen. Not obviously
Mhm.
to that level, but Simons
Yeah.
was showing
He's player
early
of the
signs
game.
of life early in the game, and oh my gosh, that third quarter.
He is. He is officially here. Obviously, 7 for 12 every game. Not gonna happen. But again, the Blazers are winning in a variety of different ways. I think with the Kings, it was 4 20-point scores against the Suns and the Lakers. It was Dame time. And
But
tonight
even
it
the two
was,
different game winners in those games.
I mean, yeah, Simons and then Grant. And then, I mean, it's just extraordinary. I'm so impressed by this team so far. And it's the Blazers, it's very tough to get excited because you're always like peeking over your shoulder, like, when something bad gonna happen. But you just gotta go full steam ahead right now. I have a question for you.
What's your question?
This is a start bench cut. This is Anfernee Simons' nickname. Okay.
Okay.
We got Simons says.
Okay. I haven't heard that
We
one.
got Fire Ant
Okay.
and Anferno.
Yeah, I saw the Anferno, but the other two kind of I just heard those for the first time. I kind of like Fire Ant. Um, I'll
Lamar was using
say
it on the broadcast a
Simon
few
says
times.
is last just
Yeah,
because I don't know.
yeah, that was my throw in.
But that's actually a solid nickname, especially after tonight.
Fire
Where
Ant. No, yeah, because Lamar after he hit like the 4-3, they were like, Denver's got a Fire Ant problem. Yeah, get it. But yeah,
um
holy moly, dude, I'm kind of just speechless. This is just awesome. This is awesome.
this was without Winslow too, who was out with
So shout
he
out
rolled his
Keon.
ankle. He'll be fine. Shaden Sharp was the first guy off the bench, which I think is an interesting thing to point out. He
Mm-hmm.
11 points, 4 of 6. I mean, there's no one to look at tonight and say they had a bad game. Um, I was not expecting this.
Yeah.
This was a game where I was like coming off of a big win in LA. We're probably going to lose this
Mm-hmm.
game and it's going to be all good, but we're still 4-0. And if we beat
Yeah.
Miami, we got Houston. Like you said, we could be undefeated going into
You know
Memphis.
what? Yeah. You know what the difference between this team and past teams are, just strictly from looking at the box score tonight. Obviously, your backcourt did their thing just like the backcourt used to do. But Josh Hart scoring 6 points, that used to be like an Alfred Camino stat line. But it's all the other things Josh Hart does: 11 rebounds, the tip
Yeah.
backs, pushing the pace, running in transition, playing good defense. Like this team just like works hard at the little things, and it's paying off. Kenny the Jet Smith once said, "If you play your ass off for 82 games, you'll go 41 and 41." I'm just, and he has a point. Like you play hard night in, night out, you give yourself a good chance to win. So
Final thing I want to point out before we end it, a key to your game also, or a complaint, actually, I'm sorry, from your compliments and complaints article, which if you want to read, go to ripcityrundown.com. You said turnovers was a big complaint, and we only had 8 turnovers tonight.
there it is.
So
I mean,
you
that,
get more possessions, you'll score more points.
yep. Quick shout outs to Keon Johnson for playing some minutes in the Winslow Void. Shout out Jabari Walker getting his first NBA basket. That was fun too.
Yeah, Greg Brown 2 for 2 from the field as well. So
Also, I am
everyone
now
eats tonight.
I am 4-0 so far in betting with the Blazers. So I
Yeah,
took Denver. I took Denver -2.5 in the first half. So this game worked out about as well as it could have. So
yeah, so if you want to get in on that, he's 4-0. We'll probably have video versions of the previews coming out, starting maybe with the Miami game. But
I'm
4-0.
I'm due to lose, but I'm gonna ride out these vibes while I can.
Yeah, 4-0. Simons has the whole NBA world talking. Dame with the most quiet 31 I've ever seen, coming off of a Western Conference Player of the Week. There's not much going wrong in Portland right now. So
Yeah.
I think that's all we got. This is another post-game reaction and review. So make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more like this, and we'll see you in our next video. Peace out.